family. In today's video, I will be sharing with you some of my retail finds. Let's start off with my J. Crew retail finds savings. While vacationing this spring in the Outer Banks, I went to the J. Crew outlet store. When I got into the J. Crew outlet store, I found all kinds of treasures for my sons. I want to share with you the retail savings that I found in J. Crew. Let's start with the socks. The socks I have here totaled $83.67. Now, the tech pants, I bought 3 pairs of those at $74.50 each. The khaki pants, I bought 1 pair of those at $59.50. The jeans, I bought 2 pairs at $79.50 each. I bought 2 t-shirts at $34.50 each, bringing me to a total of $594.67. Now, with the discounts and some being clearance, it brings me to a total savings of $482.18, meaning I only paid $112.49 for all that you see here. Now, the funny part of all of that, of course, you know I was happy with that type of savings. But the funny part about all of that is, generally speaking, when I work a department store that way, my husband's not with me. This day, because of us being on vacation, he was with me. As we're walking out the store, my husband says to me, "You do realize you have about $500 or $600 worth of clothing here that you just paid $100 for, technically." I said, "Yeah, I realize that. And you could have bought him for a penny." But let's keep going anyway to more savings that I have to share. Okay, family, this next savings I want to share with you is from Lennox Factory Outlet Store. My Lennox Factory Outlet Store went out of business probably 2 or 3 days before I found out. So by the time I got there, it was, say, take an additional 80% off. So I purchased an 8-piece place setting, and I want to share with you what I spent and my savings. Okay, 8-piece place setting came up to totaling $2,186.48. I actually paid $141.04, giving me a total savings of $2,045.44 for Lennox China that I will have for years to come, and probably will end up passing this set on to my sons. Couldn't beat that. Okay, this next 2 finds, retail store finds that I'm going to share, it's a situation of I was in the right place at the right time. Let me explain. I was in a department store, say about 28 years ago, buying false craft dishes as a Christmas present. I happened to see this china set that I liked, and I took the box up to the clerk so that she could scan it to see how much. I couldn't see the price. There wasn't a price on the box. Well, when I got it to the counter, she gave me a funny look, and she said, "Now the price that this rang up as is not the original price, but I still would have to give it to you." So the price that it rang up for was $15, but the price that it was supposed to be in the computer at was $150. So she said, "I have to give it to you today, but just so you know, tomorrow, once they fix it in the computer, it will be back to $150. Well, you already know. I bought an 8-piece place setting for a total of $30. That was a savings of $270. I've had this set for 28 years and it's still in mint condition. So glad I was in the right place at the right time. But that's not the only time I was in the right place at the right time. Family, this is my last, but certainly not least, significant, in the right place savings. And that would be my wedding gown. Let me explain that. While me and my fiance at the time was on vacation, I needed a headpiece and was keeping an eye out for a headpiece, and just so happened we stopped at a plaza to visit another store, and I see a bridal store. Now as I go to enter the bridal store, the display window had a headpiece and a gown, and it said $99. I say to my fiance at the time, I need to go in because I'd like to buy that headpiece for $99. Well, when I got in the bridal store, I said, I'll take that headpiece for $99, when the store clerk actually said, it's not the headpiece that's $99, it's the actual wedding gown. And this was the gown. Well, now everything changes because I had already ordered a gown and the gown was at home. So I say, what size is that gown? And I forget what she said. She said, but would you like to try it on? I said, hold on a minute. I go outside, get my fiance, tell him this story. He comes in, he says, okay, he sits down. Make a long story short, I tried the gown on and it fit me like a glove. I come back out of the dressing room. I said, hold on, let me call and make sure I can return the gown that I ordered, and then I want to buy this gown. Long story short, I returned the gown that I ordered. I bought this gown and found a headpiece somewhere else. But that's not the moral of this story or why this is so significant to me in savings, because although I paid $99 for this gown, the gown actually retailed for $2,000. I got the gown for $99 because it was some type of clearance. They were actually pushing out the older style gowns to make room for the newer. And I pulled my gown out, as you can see. The gown has been preserved. I actually preserved the gown, got the gown preserved for $150. And when I got it to the place to get it preserved, the lady said to me, I want to call you a liar, but I don't know you because of all the hand beading and detailed on this gown that you paid $99 for. So I say all that to say, even 30 years later, I still love this gown and glad that I pulled it out. And as you can see, for $99, the savings, I couldn't go wrong. I hope you've enjoyed my video and my stories of my retail finds. In closing, don't forget to stay with me for my next video, because in the next video, I will be recapping my 1-year anniversary, and also I want to share with you some exciting news about the direction that the channel will be going into. So until next time, be blessed!